Hello again from Gerry's garden, or rather should I say Gerry's ditch. And the reason I'm down here is because I want to show you something here. It's some very rich organic material which gathers in the bottom of this kind of dry ditch now. It gathers over the autumn and winter, and it formed, you have all the leaves falling in here from the trees above, and the briars and everything. There's a couple of ash trees along here, and there's a lot of ivy, and there's a lot of blackthorn and wild roses and stuff like that, and all these ferns and stuff. And when they die back in the winter, they're all washed into this area here at the bottom of it, and you get this accumulation of rich organic material, and it's really beneficial to any garden. So what I tend to do is I gather it up, like it's probably, at this point it's been gathering for a few years, so there's probably 8 or 9 inches of material in it. Look at that, it's really beautiful stuff. And while there's old branches of stuff in it and everything, I can riddle them out, and I put them into the riddle here and fill up these pots. And now I'd use a shovel for this. I'm just, for the benefit of the video, I'm just using this hand trowel, just to show you what happens. I riddle it into that, fill those up. Those are big. If I have filled that and that twice, I would have a full barrel full, overflowing. So the material then that stays in the riddle, I fire it back into the bottom of the ditch, and that'll rot down further, and next year it'll be well rotted, and I'll be able to gather it again, hopefully. So back up now again, out from the ditch. There's the barrow I fill up. Again, it's another beautiful summer's evening here, and there's a view of the leaves, and that's the big ash tree there, and there's another one here beside it, and the ditch goes all the way along there, all the way over there to the corner. I've only sort of taken out a bit from here at the moment, but I've got a few barrelfuls out of it. So what I do then is I gather that up, and I bring it down here below. The peas now are beginning to show here. They're beginning to send out little tendrils, and they'll grip onto the sheep wire and climb up along there, and then they'll start producing flowers. Potatoes are showing here as well, and I'm kind of afraid of frost. Yeah, and I haven't enough. I can't earth them up anymore, so I'd have to be out in the morning with a watering can to wash the white frost off them before the sun appears, and that'll safeguard them from getting black. But now this is the material here then, barrelful there, and I'll sift it further down in this riddle here, a smaller riddle, and that's the end result there. It's really, really dark, wholesome looking material. Now, the big problem, of course, is the amount of weeds that's going to produce. There'll be loads of little seeds in that, and there'll be all kinds of weeds in it. So how do I deal with that? Well, I'm hoping, because I have my greenhouse now, albeit without the 4 sheets that I require to really heat it up. Even without that, I'm getting 30 degrees inside in it, and I'm putting those I'm putting those that material into bags like that, and now that's even hot, and it's kind of late on in the evening. That's probably 35 degrees inside in that bag. I have a few more bags around there as well, full of the riddle stuff, and I'm hoping that'll kill off a lot of the seedlings with the temperature raised inside in the bag. That they'll die off before I expose it again to probably to the greenhouse itself, and where I'd a better sort of picture of what's coming out of it in terms of weeds and everything, and I'll have more control. But that's the plan there anyway. And I use obviously multi-purpose compost as well that I get in the garden centre, but and it's relatively cheap. You get a couple of bags there for €12 I think, or something, €10 with it. But if I can benefit from this, I can get it for nothing, just by and it tidies up the ditch as well. Now I must say hello to Sadie down in Moat. I hope she's getting on well with Maura. We're all thinking you up here. We're all thinking about you up here, Sadie. We hope that you're enjoying the odd video that you look at. So you're in good hands there with Maura anyway, that's for sure. So then I'm out here now, and I'm just trying out this new technique with my water. I'm very selective about where I put my water, and in these dry conditions, because the last thing you want to do is let weeds benefit from your watering. So I'm very selective about where I put it. So I have this little watering can, big bucket of water and a small watering can, and I just water the plants themselves. I try not to, with a big can you're spraying water all over the place, and the weeds are benefiting it as well. But in this way you're more selective, and the plants get a right good watering. Look at this, I've even put in a couple of beetroots in the spots where the peas didn't come up, and I'm hoping they'll take. They should. So that's a little tip for watering. A lot of people just put their garden hose on and spray everything. But if you're more selective like this, I think you'll benefit from not having as many weeds to deal with later on. So that's it now from Gerrys garden for this Saturday. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk next week.